Hey everyone, welcome back to Varun Kutty's Brisk Talks. Today's episode is all about
a woman who introduced paper compostable bottles, that too for the first time in India. So here we have Samiksha with us. So she has come up with her company called as Kagzi. It's for the first time in India. So let's hear about the company and what it is. How is the research thing going on? How she introduced? Let's know it from her.
you are listening to Varun Kutty's podcasts.
So Samiksha, thanks for being with us, and it's
Hi.
really a pleasure to have you on our platform.
Thank you for having me over. Hi. So yes, we've created India's first 100% compostable bottle. Uh, our bottles are biodegradable, compostable, and they are made from waste paper. Somewhere I think we also help in the waste paper management.
Generally the generation that we have will always look at the mistakes that we did and then we have to learn. So what is that first mistake you did basically when you started this business?
Okay. So my first mistake that I did was believing that I couldn't do it. I always thought that the world over companies spending billions and millions of dollars on research and trying to create a paper bottle. I said I'm too small. I don't even think I can spend any money on it. So the idea of maybe not starting soon because of this scare was one of the first mistakes I did. But nevertheless, I kept pushing myself, and I did a lot of R&D. I met a lot of uh, you know like-minded people who also believed in our product, and with their support and their help, we did a lot of experiments in the last 2 years. I have always wanted to find an alternative for plastic. Unfortunately, there is nothing. So in 2018, when plastics was banned for some time by the government, there was suddenly this rush to find alternatives, right, by people, especially for paper bags, and Ziplocs were getting banned, and people didn't have alternatives. So that sort of instilled some more confidence in me to go ahead and build this project that I wanted to in my head. Uh, uh, so it was a challenge to meet or to convince people to come on board, and everything was just an idea in my head. So when I explained it to people, nobody could get the idea. Nobody understood what I was talking about. So, and a lot of people thought I'm mad. So a lot of people said you're crazy and nothing of this can be done and possible and everything. And we just went from one step to another. So we said, okay, first let's try and create the bottle, the shells. Then we said, okay, then after that, let's do the barrier. Then let's create this. So we did a lot of experiments and a lot of, back and forth things. We went back and forth, and we did a lot of, trials on our bottle. And then, when it was successful, we were just so happy. So.
So technically getting it on ground or working on it was quite a tough task for you, like starting like coming up with
Yes,
ideas or
yes,
what works or what
yes,
not. So what were
yes,
the
yes.
experiments that you did with these bottles?
So, what are the experiments? The first experiment that we did was to create the bottle. We obviously didn't have the bottle halves, because creating that would mean that getting a mold made, and that is an expensive product. That is an expensive procedure. So we experimented a lot on egg trays. So we would get egg trays, and we would try and put a barrier on it and see if it works, and so that was one of the cheapest ways to experiment on. And once we got successful in an egg tray and that worked, and then we went back to an egg tray manufacturer and we said, okay, it works on egg trays, so can you just help us form the bottle? And then the costs were the challenge. So then getting funds from family and friends was one another big hurdle that we had to cross, because people didn't believe you. People thought you were crazy and you're talking nonsense. So then we convincing them and trying to get even that little funding that we could to create the bottle halves. The barrier we were pretty confident on, because I was working with a scientist and he seemed very confident about the product. So the barrier was okay. Then this next challenge came about putting the two halves together, about gluing the two halves. So I went to, a lot of manufacturers and tried explaining them the concept, and they just won't get it. So finally we found one person who was ready to experiment with us. We failed in it, so the machine cost everything that I had put aside, created my funds for, and put it in that went away. But by not giving hope and going to somebody else and saying, okay, can you please do this? So we've done one experiment, so you know how the machine should look, and just doing it better, maybe we'll be able to succeed. So then we made another machine and we did the whole experiment again. And that the person's very talented, and he created a very good machine for us to paste both the sides. And now, after that, of course, it's not like we have a complete product. There are more challenges to this, and there are more things that we need to do. For example, capping. We assumed that using a cork on the bottle would be a very easy and a very sustainable sort of option to cap the bottle. But now that we're getting so many inquiries and so much of this thing from companies, we realize that they want something that's vacuum sealed. Of course, they have their own challenges when they want to move to sustainability, where they want the product has to go out in the market, but how do they send it to the market? So we are working on our capping. We have the idea, again it's in my head, and we have to convince people to create a machine that could do the capping for us. So that is a challenge.
That's great, Samiksha. So this is a shout out to Samiksha's work that she's doing. So people who are listening to this podcast or watching it, you will have a in this description about her details and her contact. If some investors are looking after, or some research people who feel it worthwhile, or want to do something, take risk, and come up with something new product that the world actually requires now. So please get in touch with Samiksha. Saying that, Samiksha, so what all the experience you have done these days? Like you tried with egg tray, you said, and then brought it into molding pattern. So now how do you, once you've got the glue done, so you said a researcher help you in gluing it at the borders, how long will the water stay inside after the gluing is done? What is the layers that you use inside? So what is, how it actually works to hold on water for a longer period?
So the idea is, we did an in-house testing to our product that lasted us for 2 months. But why we are very confident about this product is, so when I started in 2018, so there was this one packaged carton box that I had gotten home from some brand that I had bought. I used it and I coated it with my barrier and I left it. And I have used it to water my plants. I have used that to for everything that needs water. I would, my kids would put soap in it and they would play in it, and basically everything. And that lasted us for 2 years. It was only after 2 years that, I don't know if the box got ruptured or something, but now the product's gone, but I still have it, just as a memory. And I said, okay, if this could last for 2 years, so we would. But when we got the bottle halves done, after that, and we did the whole treatment on it, we put it for about 2.5 months, and then the water was still retaining, and of course the product got damaged in some moving thing here and there. So that's why we're now getting a third party test done, where they will assess what is the shelf life of the bottle.
Okay, that's great. 2 years is a very longer period, definitely. Even it is staying for 6 months also with us is really what matters. Because see, ultimately the plastic bottle that we have will have a water holdage for 6 months of a period, and then we have to change the water in that as well. So 2 years is like something kind of Tupperware thing. Like, we can use it for a very longer period. So coming into its technical part. So now there is lot many bottles we can put in one container, right? So is the molds already created, and can we keep multiple bottles in one thing? If they get compressed or something, will they get damaged externally compared to the plastic bottle?
Okay, so Varun, let me clarify. My bottle is not for any food product. It is because right now we're just starting off, and this was the first product we made. So anything to do with food or anything that is edible is not suitable for our kind of bottles. Our bottles also fail when it comes to oils, and they fail when it comes to alcohol. So you see, the limitations of where it will be used is a challenge. But however, we saw an opportunity when it came to bottles for shampoos, conditioners, lotions, and all kinds of toiletries, and we went ahead in that direction. So yes, and that is a challenge for us because a shampoo or a conditioner, any FMCG company, from the time they make the product to the time it's out in the market and people use it, they typically want a shelf life of anything between like 1.5 to 2 years. So we have to make sure that our product lasts that long. Otherwise, we won't have uses for the product. We may create the bottle, but there will be no takers because they need that kind of a shelf life. So yeah,
So
it's
Samiksha, it's like shelf life in the sense like there should be an internal coat also which holds on. I mean, it should which not consume
yeah.
water kind of content. It should have a outer layer also which is not going to consume water because ultimately that is how the paper get damaged. So you're
Mm.
also doing a research on that platform. Ki what can be done with it?
We are
So
already on that, Varun. That is what is a barrier that we've created. So when typically when you take a paper mold and then we create a barrier, which is the waterproofing that we do on the bottle to make sure the water doesn't pass through. So I'm talking about water as in I'm saying any liquid. And so the
yeah,
liquid
I
doesn't
get it.
pass through and it doesn't leak out of the bottle. So yes, we have a barrier, and yeah, that is how the liquid will not come out of the bottle, like it won't leak out.
So Samiksha, since you've been a corporate before, what inspired you to get into the industry of conserving nature or eco-friendliness? From that corporate to eco-friendliness, how did that shift happen?
So I worked for a very small brief course, learned a lot from them, but deep down, I've always been an entrepreneur. I could not could I wouldn't understand why somebody would give me like the same job to do every day, and then again would tell me end of the day that this is nonsense and you please go. And I've spent like 48 hours on it, like. So I am an entrepreneur and I want to create things. Even now, I don't want to stop with the paper bottle. I want to create more products in this eco-friendly category. I have been very it's been my passion to do something in this field for a very long time. uh, Very earlier in my stage, when I was just out of college, I think I had created a small company called Green Pack Solutions or Green Care Solutions. I don't even remember the name, but I had just created a Facebook page and I said, let's see how the response goes. So I've always been there. I always wanted to do something like this. I did a small a project or a small stint again in my entrepreneurial journey to replace plastic bags. And at that time, we didn't have the NWPP bags in India. Nobody had bought the NWPP bags. So I had done a lot of research. I met this person who used to import it from China and supply it to Australia. And I said, oh, great, this will work very well in India. But we had to drop the idea because at that time the bag would cost 10 rupees and the plastic bag would, the patla plastic bags would cost 1 rupee. So everybody said, you're crazy. And why would somebody pay 10 rupees for 1 rupee? And I remember reading about it and I said, oh, but it could be used in parlors and it can be used in hospitals. And they said, nobody is going to pay that much. Abhi, we work on cotton kapra dhoya, and then we put it back. Nobody wants to use this, disposable stuff. And now look at all of us, wherever we go. And thanks to the pandemic, we are surrounded by NWPP material. So again, like I said, no, there have been so many opportunities and so many things I worked on, and I never could go ahead with it. So this one, I said, I'm going to see the light of it. I will keep pushing, and I will do something about it. Let's see.
That's the we have this in our blood. All this entrepreneur mindset, people always have this, trial and error, and then you get a perfect output. So we all wait for that one right day कि हाँ आज नहीं तो कल हो जाएगा जो मैं कर रहा हूँ. So that's the only thing that keeps us holding on. So Samiksha, you have done your MBA also, and then when was this all entrepreneur thing actually started up in your mind? Like, okay, I should be an entrepreneur. Like, was it from the very beginning or after
From the
getting out
very
of an?
beginning. From the very beginning, I think I've always had this kida to do something, and something different. I don't want to do the same regular thing that is available. So my family is all into business. So I would always tell them, I said, you've got to innovate to move ahead. If you keep doing the same old thing, you will not, see the light. You'll find you may earn some money, but you'll never create something. So I've always wanted to do something different and create something that's not there.
So definitely when it is coming about paper, so we'll have to also look after planting the tree for the coming future, right? So now when we're using the paper bottles, or we have to look after that part of a being damaged nature also. So we can come up with, I mean, thinking about the near future, if your business clicks up very high in one day in future, thinking about, we'll have this, plantation thing every year. Like there's going to be continuous plantation different ways. So we're going to pluck one plant, we're going to, put up 10 plants over there. I mean, big trees kind of thing. So that would help us for a longer period, and that would help for any sustainable project plan that you have currently. So Samiksha, is that only you looking after the business, or is your family is also into the business?
So yes, I have my brother and my brother-in-law with me, who's helping me with the project. Apart from that, I have a wonderful team. Like I said, I met the right people at the right stages of building the bottle. So I have a wonderful gentleman who's helping me with creating the bottle pulp with the pulp. He has a pulp manufacturing facility, and he helps me make the two halves of the bottle. His name is Salil, and he's from Badi, Himachal. I have a production guy, machine manufacturer who is brilliant at his job. He's so good, and he's so talented, and he's so sharp, and he knows the machines so well. So I was very, very lucky to come in touch with him, and he helped me create the machine for gumming the two sides together. Yeah, so I have met, and of course, with this article, there are so many people who've called me and who've given me options of helping me up with the capping. Somebody is giving me a better barrier, so they've said, oh, we have a better barrier, and you could use this for food products. And so there are so many people who are reaching out to us. So together, I think we can create more sustainable products. But yeah, in the future.
Definitely, Samiksha. It's like, looking after, that's what I said. Like, in future, it is going to be the thing we all have to use for our sustainability in our like life that we have in coming 10 or 5 years. We will all have to get on this platform. Else, we will suffer already with this, nature thing that is happening. The global warming, maybe it is, maybe
Yeah,
the
yeah,
plants
yeah.
being destroyed.
Mhm.
So we'll all have to focus. So people who are actually thinking about, like, okay, let me get into this business, all those multi-billionaires planning to invest in alcohol and all those kind of business, let's get in something really new, which is going to give good growth
Yeah,
for your children and their
yeah,
children. So this word has to be
yeah,
safe one day. So
yeah.
that's it. Samiksha, what is that you would like to give an idea or a piece of quote, like for the youngsters or who want to be an entrepreneur? What is that one thing you would like to tell them?
I say, like, look at nature. Everything in nature is waterproof. The plants are waterproof, the leaves are waterproof, the flowers are waterproof, the everything except for soil, mud is waterproof. Just go to the garden and see. I really can't figure. So one just has to think about how to use it. Like, there are people creating cups out of banana leaves. That is so interesting. For example, somebody called me, saying ki in villages we want to give them an option for bottles, for water bottles, but how do we do it? Because there's so much plastic waste that gets created in villages and in rural areas which we don't know about. And then while talking to him, and I just thought, I said, something that they can do themselves, okay, like the Padman did for the villagers. So I was just thinking on the lines of, maybe, like, why don't we create a machine that the villagers can take, and they all have mud, and they make clay, right? They make mitti ke bartan. They're very good at doing that. But what if we give them a machine to say ki, okay, take the same clay, put it in this machine, it'll make you a bottle, and up you heat it up like you do like your regular thing. So they can't form the bottle shape, and that's why they can't hold water. Like, how much can you hold in a cup of thing? But if we can make a machine for them to create the bottle, so think like things like that. And I said, okay, let's work on something, let's create a machine, and they just have to punch it in, and you have the clay bottle coming out and they put it on fire and they heat it up. So things like that, just think out of the box, think of options, think of solutions and not the problem, think of options.
Where are you trying to find out those investors? On what platform are you searching for? What you're giving to them? Like, you give certain presentation and all things. So what exactly you send to them and what are you expecting from them?
So I want, guidance more than the, investment bit.
That was really amazing having Samiksha with us. We're going to come up with a lot of many episodes of such. So please stay our YouTube videos or Instagram and always stay on Spotify because that's the future. The podcast is going to be the future. Stay with us. Love you all. Jai Hind.